going up against the Saints.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And right away, he lost the football. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Trubisky to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On first down, Breeze. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. With that last carry, Adrian Peterson has gone over 12,000 yards in his career. He becomes the 16th member of that elusive club.
How about that? The next 3 guys that are on the list that he can pass, all Hall of Famers. Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, and Marcus Allen. No wonder his dad called him AD for all day. That man can go.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And tough starting field position here. Trubisky now down around his goal line. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And an alley to run. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run it again with Kamara. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An update from Buffalo. The Raiders are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points. But on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Anthony coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. On 2nd down, Trubisky out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The gun, Trubisky uncorks one for Davis, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. An update from a game going on over in Tampa, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on first down. He uncorks it for Snead. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Breeze now on first down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Breeze to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Willie Snead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Now Trubisky to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Haoli Kikaha in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This is Howard on second down. He finds an opening past the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. They go play action with Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Stephon Anthony in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Rolling on first down is Breeze. He uncorks it first, and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Raiders are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically their scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. fielded at the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Breeze now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Here's a screen to Powell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half. And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Now Breeze again. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down. The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he? Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 18-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target. And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. An update from a game going on over in Tampa. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Novak out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, Peterson. And now running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
On second down, Peterson. And an alley to run. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown. New Orleans. Adrian Peterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are pouring it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 5 yards there, and remember Howard last year 5.2 yards per rush, so right around his average. The only Bears running back that's averaged that many yards per carry in a single season, Walter Payton.
And if Jordan Howard can keep up that type of pace, the city of Chicago will surely embrace him.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky, and he's got Miller. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, they run with Howard. And this time, the yards won't come so easy, as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check.
2 Trubisky will throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he locates Wheaton, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
An update from a game going on over in Tampa. And it's the Bucs who are leading that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Worth noting, the largest deficit the Bears have ever overcome in their long history, 20 points against the Cardinals in 06. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 39! Green 39!
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
The down of the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense. Big play for the defense.
Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run again with Peterson. gives it a first down and more. Still going. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That good for 22 and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Peterson gets the handoff from Breeze. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this... They get him behind the line. On second down, Kamara. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They toss to Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll field this at the 5. A 45-yard punt. 4 there on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They go with Howard again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now it's Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, They're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Second down to the offense needing 5 yards.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Ready.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Peterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Here's Peterson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go. Yellow waiting. Check.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And Lutz puts this one through. They are in the 4th in Buffalo. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down following the run.
Here we go. Blue 90.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now.
Now Trubisky to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does,
is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Trubisky to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
No, check, Patriot!
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nate Stupar in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. On second down, Trubisky. It's grabbed over the middle by White. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Trubisky with the give to Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Here we go.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. He's going to let it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.